Alright guys, I'm gonna pull these muskrat traps. We're gonna, with that water falling like it is, we're gonna try to find us another log somewhere that they're using as a toilet already, and see if we can place some traps on this so we don't have to worry about that, the water level falling like it is. So I'm just gonna look for a log. We're gonna go over here to this big log right out here and tree. I bet they're probably climbing up on it, using it as a toilet. We're gonna get over here and look real quick. Yeah, I definitely got scat up there, guys. Looks like probably some muskrat, probably some coon. A little bit right there, guys. You can see that muskrat scat. And we're just gonna take our pole and do the same thing, stand it up right here, just lay that trap on top of that log with that apple slice on it. There we go. We're just gonna take that trap, guys, put it in that little notch. Just slide that thing right down there on that log. Just off that log like that right there. Gonna give them a step, guys. They're gonna come over here, try to get to this apple, and step up on there, and should have them caught. Let's cut us another chunk of this apple off. There we go, guys. So it's right here. We'll just back up here to this other side and do the same thing off of this, off of that log there. So like that right there, guys, that trap will be a platform for them to try to reach up here where they get that apple slice. So let's see how this works. And this way we don't have to worry about that water falling, going up and down. Well, it's gonna entice them out here on this edge, but they can't hardly reach it. They're gonna climb down here, but they can't reach it. They'll have to try to get over on that trap to reach up and get that slice of apple. So we'll see how that works. All right, guys, I'm gonna ease back truck. We're gonna go get them other locations checked. Guys, back here, I don't look like my trap's standing. I can't necessarily see. Yep, there's another, looks like another beaver in there. Get down here. Get him out. Gonna be a young one. It may not be too small. This has been probably our most productive set so far this year. Just this good crossover here. That's a good, another decent size one. Probably a male moving, guys. They're starting to travel, fight, and those males are out moving around, checking all the areas out. So we're probably going to pick up several beaver that are just moving through the area, coming over here to check this lake out. So we're going to keep this set. It's been a really productive location as we're traveling through. All right, guys, there's that remake. That trap's back on that stand. Another good sized beaver here. So we're gonna get him to the truck. And I seen that tail, made me think it was a young one. He got a small tail for the size of that beaver. But we're gonna get it to the truck and keep on moving this morning. All right, guys, we're over checking these traps. Look how much it's fell. This is where we had those original sets at the end of this island. Look right over here behind this fence post. We got us a beaver up there. I'm glad to see him. I'd about decided it was going to be too hard to trap in here with the water falling like it is. But we've got him waiting for us there. That's that same trap we had the little beaver in that day. This is probably the same beaver that I watched the other afternoon. Definitely a good size one there, guys. All right, well, let's get him taken care of and keep moving this morning. And check these other sets while we're here. That's amazing how much this has fell, isn't it? I'm going to go ahead and pull this trap, guys. We come back tomorrow, all this whole area is going to be dry. All right, guys, this fella ended up being a hoss. It's going to be a big female. This is probably the one I had swimming around me the other day, slapping his tail. But it's going to be a big beaver right there. So we're going to ease over here and check these muskrat sets that we put in. See if anything happened with them. It doesn't look like anything has. It looks like they're both still set just like we left them. That third one was over there beside this beaver as well. But anyway, we're gonna get over here and probably gonna pull most of these traps today. The snares that we set, that one snare is completely dry under it. Those other traps are out of the water, so we're just gonna go ahead and get them out of there. I reset this one back that we had her caught in, and we're going to see if maybe we can pick a couple more up, leave them muskrat sets out, and see if we can get them. If we don't have something picked up in a couple of days, we'll probably go ahead and just pull this whole area and get out of here, let the water get back down to a normal stage, and then get back over here and try to get them picked up when we don't have to deal with the water going up and down. But anyway, guys, we'll check back in with you guys here in a little bit. All right, guys, always amazing to see water drop and then how much it changes if things look the way things look. But anyway, we're gonna walk out here and check these traps. may end up getting the boat. If we can see everything without getting the boat, we'll probably just do that. Yeah, this right here is where we originally had it set. The water was up here. You guys remember how high it was. I'll go ahead and hop on the boat, go out here and check these muskrat sets we got down on this top of that tree that's fell out in the water. And we'll get over there and probably go ahead and pull that trap out. Alright guys, so we come over here. This is where we caught those two beaver at over here. I'm coming up here trying to find my trap, and it should have been sitting right in there, but I'm not seeing it. So almost looks like maybe they brought some debris and covered that trap up. We're gonna see. Nope, had a miss. So had another one come up here and visit. Didn't get him good. Trap set off. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this because tomorrow all this right here is gonna be dry. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this trap out of here. Pull these muskrat traps and probably go ahead and get out of here. Give it a week or so, let the water get down, and we'll get back over here and get some more sets put back out. Guys, this is a huge hut. This is one of the biggest huts I believe I've ever seen. That thing's got to be pushing, and the water's still high right here, but right there what's sticking above the water's got to be pushing 8 foot high, 9 foot to the top. Look at that thing. Yeah, it's way too deep to do anything here. Now we're just gonna circle around this thing. I bet you there's a run right here, just looking at it. And about it is, those entrance to those runs could be way back over here too. I think once the water gets down, guys, we're probably, what's that, 4 foot maybe right here deep to the bottom. So if that water keeps falling like it has been, we'll be able to get out here and trap this good. Pick some more beaver up out of here. Yeah, probably gonna be a run right here too if I was guessing, guys. All right, so we're gonna give it a week or two and get back over here and see about getting this thing set up. All right, guys, we're here at this big water reservoir. We picked up several beaver and several otter out of here. And we could leave our traps set and pick up a few more otter as they pass through. But, guys, I come in here and busted this dam out 3 or 4 days ago. And they've not come in here and repaired it. It's dropped the water level in here good. Whatever that trench is, a good 4 or 5 inches. And those beaver hadn't come up here and plugged it up. So that tells me that I've got all the beaver that are staying in this area out. So I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling everything. I'll just start in this area today, pull everything here, and then tomorrow, as we've already been by all the other traps. Tomorrow or the next day, as we make our rounds through, I'll get this whole farm pulled, and we're gonna get these traps shifted to an area. Find a place to put them where they're going to be picking up fur. But guys, y'all ain't gonna be able to see it, but there's a cow standing out in that grass right about the top of that hill, out in the middle of that field. This is that intersection where we've got those 3 sets at this crossing. There's not going to be anything in any 3 of these traps. This is the same spot where I've seen those dogs chasing that cow. He's just standing there looking at us. Guys, he's just right straight back there. I don't think y'all are going to be able to see him on camera. But he's just standing there watching us. Probably that same big cow that was seeing the dogs chase out of these trees across this field the other day when we were hanging that snare. just right down here in this corner. He just took off, guys, running away from us. But I think I'm gonna, since I pulled those traps on that one property, we're starting to pull that farm. I think I'm gonna go right down here, just up this ditch a little ways is a dam, pretty good dam, and then just farther up from that is where I picked up those first colony of beaver. I think there was either 10 or 11 in that group. This is that same ditch just around the corner, so that big dam is going to belong to that colony of beaver. There's not going to be any beaver in here. There might be some passing through, but there's a good crossing on that dam. I'll show you guys when we get down there. We're going to put a couple of 330s on it, try to pick up a couple of otter or a beaver just traveling through this area. We'll try to get them picked up while we still got this farm set. All right, guys, right down there is that dam, and looking at it from up here, we're going to go ahead and crawl down there. But on that far bank side, you can tell hugging that bank on the top end, looks like there's a crossing they're using. They're coming right around that left-hand edge and then coming right there on that front end. Looks like a good spot to put a 330. So we're going to get down there and look. Probably set one down here on this bottom end, set one up here on the top end on that crossing. All right, guys, so just looking at the top of this dam. Out here, I believe, is where they're coming down at. So we're gonna get a 330 set right down here, and 330 set up there, and I'll show you guys what those are after I get them in here. All right, guys, here's what we ended up with. They got a pretty good, when I was walking up to that top end of the dam, they got a pretty good little channel defined right there where they've been coming across. So I just placed that 330 right in the middle of that channel, blocked it down with those sticks, and left that one spot as an opening where they're going to dive to go underneath that larger stick on top of the trap, go through the trap. And then right here, if we get a group of them come through, we'll get one caught in this one. Right down here is that bottom trap, guys. We've done the same thing, just put it right there in that crossing, blocked it down with some debris, and I got two traps guarding this little crossing right here. And just looking across the dam, there's not going to be another one. That's going to be the one they're using. So yep, we'll see what happens here. Morning, everyone. We're out here making our rounds this morning, and I'm pulling a few traps. I'm leaving a few set. The ones that hadn't caught, I'm going ahead and pulling this morning. And then we're going to leave everything set for tomorrow morning. Then after we're supposed to be getting snow after that, and then a few days after that, I'm not going to be able to make my 24-hour trap check. So we're going to get pretty much a lot of the stuff pulled today or tripped, and then once I can get back after it, I'll get back around, reset those that we're gonna leave in place, and start shifting, try to get some new areas set and some new fur picked up. Alright, guys, should have turned the camera on earlier, but I didn't think about it. I've showed you guys this before. This is my trap puller, and basically all it is this I don't know, 7-foot rod. It's got that plate welded on the bottom to make a foot for it. And I've got these chain links at two different points for a different fulcrum on it. I've got this heavy duty carabiner. Now, one reason I like this heavy duty carabiner and the shape of it, guys, is I can hook it to my earth anchor cable. I can wrap it around my chain, but I can also use it to pull these stakes out of the ground, whether it be a T-handle or these round washers. I can use this and save my back. And all I do is come in here, put the head around that, pull it tight, and that shape of that carabiner, that D on it, allows me to hold on to either a T-handle or a flat washer stake and pull it up out of the ground a lot easier than I could just grabbing a hold of it and pulling. All right, guys, I really like this system on this rod because it doesn't matter, like I said earlier, if I'm pulling stakes or if I'm pulling cable or if I'm pulling chain. It doesn't matter what I'm pulling. This system seems to took onto it and go pretty good. So right now I'm pulling this ground anchor up. All I'm gonna do is clip my split ring in there, guys, and I can adjust it. If I needed to, I could adjust it down to that lower ring, All I'm gonna do is twist that slack out, so I'll be able to get the leverage that I need, and then just pull up, and that pulls that anchor right out of there, guys. Now I can just fold this trap up and use it. Reuse that anchor again. It just saves, these are cheap anchors, and if you have to, being able to just leave them in the ground is fine, but pulling them up that easy, it just makes it that much easier to reuse again. All right, sorry guys, GoPro battery went dead on the GoPro. I'm gonna leave this trap in here one more night. We've got the snare still set on the other side of that log, guys. I'm just gonna take a little bit of sheep's wool, just kind of drag it around in there. Got some red fox urine. We're gonna put it a little bit up here. And then I've got this Sea Whip. This is Bass Brothers cat lure. Taking a little bit of it, guys, and I'm just gonna dip it up here on these two sticks. And then we got a little bit of this North Alabama Castoreum. We're just gonna take it and pour it back in here on that sheep's wool, and see if we can't get something to come in here tonight. So we're just down from this rock dike, and when the last time we got a snow, we followed tracks right through here on a trail going down through here. Now I set a trap right here hoping to pick something up on this trail, but we've not picked up the first animal, guys. So a lot of times when these traps sit for a week or two and don't pick anything up, it makes me think maybe something got underneath the jaws, or the trap's just not working, and that may be the case. There was a gumball there, guys. So I was gonna take my foot. Nope, that trap's working. It set right off just as soon as my foot hit the pan. So those animals just used this during that snow, and there hadn't been another one back through. Maybe they diverted. Don't know. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get this trap pulled real quick. All right, guys, so we got our puller here. We're just gonna come in here, do the same thing. Hook that puller through that split ring, and then we're just gonna pull that anchor up just like that. That anchor comes out of the ground reusable. So there you go. This is probably gonna be the last one we're gonna pull today. These other sets, I'm gonna let them work tonight, and actually I'm gonna leave this farm set even when I get back and get going, guys. I'm gonna get back over here and reset all these things, and it's just right down from the house, easy to check every morning. I want to pick the predators up around the house here. So anyway, we'll check back in with you guys on up here. Hopefully we got something in those footholds. They've been sitting there a few weeks, no catches, so hopefully today's the day. All right, guys, so it's not the coyote we were wanting, but just talk to him. We'll get you out of there, huh? Call you Two Eyes. Look at me. Look at that pretty blue eye, guys. Hope y'all can see that on the camera. But we're gonna get this little guy out of here and get him on his way. I'm gonna get you out. Ready? There you go. There you go. You're free. Come here. I'll pet you. You're ready to go, huh? I bet somebody missed you last night too, huh? Huh? Yeah. You got a collar on you? Huh? Come here. Let me pet you. Come here. Come here. Oh, come here. You got a collar? Come here. I'll pet you. Come here. Let me see that collar. All right. No petting for him. All right, guys. We're going to reset this back real quick. Right here, just had that dirt hole. That hole's still there. Just going to kind of clean it out. Guys, just fold this chain, everything up underneath that trap. I'm gonna work it until it's in here solid. Use a little bit of that mud, guys, and just kind of anchor it in there a little bit. Right there is good. And we're just gonna take a little bit of this grass and stuff. I'm gonna cover that trap back up. Are you coming back over here now, huh? There we go, guys. So that trap's back in there, lightly covered. We'll go ahead and take a little bit of a lure and stick back in that hole. Just concentrate your nose right there. You're not gonna go home? Huh? Well, come here and let me. Huh? You're not gonna let me pet you either, huh? Go home. All right, guys. So hopefully we don't have them caught again in the morning. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this castor lure I got right here. This is Judith and Dan's castor lure. We're gonna put it up here in this predator set. See how it works. I believe he's calling this Alpha Delta lure. I may be wrong, guys, but get with Judith and Dan if you're interested in this. He's making it now, and I've had really good success with it. Really strong castor odor. Anyway, I just shove that right down there in that hole, and set's ready to go again. All right, guys. So right down here is that dam we set yesterday, and I didn't notice this yesterday, but something's coming here and pretty fresh digging right here in this hole. I'm gonna bet it's a skunk. So when we get done, I'm gonna grab a small conibear. Got one in the truck, and we're gonna sit it in this hole and see if we can pick this family group of skunk up while we're here. Let's step over here and take a look at these 330s that we set out yesterday. See if maybe we got an otter. And we don't, guys. I can tell both of them are still standing down there on that far edge. That's the crossing. They're hugging that bank, coming around there, and we got the one trap in the middle of that run, that dam, and we got one 330 right there at the bottom of it. Both of them are still set. So let me get over here to the truck, and that one hole's all that's in here that I see, guys. I don't have a hole coming out this backside, so I'm gonna get over here to the truck and grab a trap, and let's set that while we're right here and see if we can pick them up. Guys, this trap needs a trap tag, so all I do, I just bend a small bend in one end, put it on that chain length, and then all I do is take that trap tag and just bend it around that length. Get this thing set. Now this is one of the old trapper's traps that I haven't given out yet. So we're going to see if we can put it to use ourselves and pick up some fur with it. I think these springs are stout as a 330s. All right, guys. Now, this trap hadn't been used in a long time, so it's going to have some rust in that swivel point, so we want to work it a minute. There we go. Now it's loose on that swivel point. Alright, let's get this thing setting in that hole. Just like that, guys. We're just going to come right in here. We're going to bend them springs up. We're going to try to shove it in that hole just like that, guys. We can pull those springs out to kind of hold it in that mud. Now on these old rings, these old stake rings, guys, what I like to do, I like to pull that chain through, stick my rod through it, and then twist that ring to put that stake through. That's just with that big ring. A lot of times our modern, they fight enough, they can get it off of that T or off of a washer end, but by wrapping that chain on it, that chain's gonna pull that ring tight to that anchor and help hold it there. All right, guys, we're gonna find one stick. All Find one stick, guys, and we're just gonna come right in here, right through that little where the spring closed up there, and that's gonna be our tightest point. We're gonna stick these sticks in here. All right. There we go. Those two sticks are gonna hold that trap in place. So we'll see if we can't pick something up, guys. All right, guys, so this is our first stop this morning, and that dude looks like he's been there all night. He just nasty as can be. But anyway, he got him a mud hole all out. We're out here today, guys. We got mostly rain here. I think west of us got a lot of snow. All we got was rain. I'm gonna go ahead and trip this trap right here. Just leave it laying. There we go. We're just gonna kick it over there kind of off the edge of the road so it don't get run over. Truck comes through here. But we got a little more snow than what you see, but it's already melted off. But anyway, guys, this thing's ready to get out of there, get out of that hole. It'll be fun cleaning that one up. You're looking, guys, it looks like after this one was caught, another one had come up here to harass it. Right there you can see the scat from it. Yeah, we'll definitely, when we get back and get everything set, we'll definitely want to reset right in here, maybe move that trap over here out of all that mud. But we'll get another, maybe even put two traps in, maybe put one over there and one over here. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get him taken care of and keep moving this morning. Alright, look at those blackbirds everywhere. They're craziness. Oh, none of them poop on my head. Got them trees covered completely. Guys, we're out here where we put that skunk conibear in this hole yesterday. Nothing on it. We've got every one of these trees covered. Anyway, guys, chances are the water's going to be up over these traps. And yeah, it is going to be the case. Completely up over the dam. Oh, there's nothing I can do about it. I talked about it before, guys. It's not worth the danger of trying to climb down there to check those traps. So just wait until the water goes back down where you can get down there carefully and get them trapped. They're both kill traps, so we got 72 hours by Arkansas law to check them. I check them every 24 hours. So you got at least 3 days to get them checked. And if you come back in 3 days and that water is still dangerous, guys, just leave them. I mean, leave them until you're able to. It's just not worth the risk getting down there and getting hurt. Anyway, guys, I was talking to this property over here. You know, I've had several traps that have been tripped, nothing in them. And I was talking to one of the neighbors that live over here close, and he said him and another neighbor were talking about me trapping, and that other neighbor said that he's got some beagles that run out and got pinned up, and he's had to come over here a couple times and release his beagles out of my traps. So that makes sense. Those couple, especially that one trap where I ended up putting the double because something I thought was digging it up. I bet you I was catching some beagles, and that property owner was just coming over here and letting his dogs out himself, which is perfectly fine with me. As long as they leave the traps, I don't have a problem at all. You know, a phone call would be nice. Let me know what's going on just so I know. But I don't know that neighbor personally, and I'm assuming he don't know me. But if it was turned around the other direction, I would go ahead and, I mean, my information, phone number's on every one of these traps, so my phone number's right there. If it was me, I would just call the phone number on there and have a adult conversation about what's going on. Not make a new friend, but not everybody's like me. But anyway, guys, we've got this checked, nothing in this snare right here on this edge. We're going to go on over to that other property and see if we might have something over there. Here's that cold. I washed him off in the rice field. I believe it's probably going to be a she. It's a small dog pup, you can tell. Yeah, it is going to be a young female, guys. young female. But washed her off a little bit, threw her up here on the hood instead of in the truck. When I get home, I'll rinse her down real good outside with the water hose and get most of that dirt and stuff off of her, and then I can clean her up the rest of the way in my sink. But we'll check back in with you guys here in a little bit. All right, guys, we're down here. We picked up several otter and beaver. The water being up, I couldn't see the top of my trap like I normally can from the road, so I wanted to step down here and look at it, make sure it's still there, and I can see the top of it underneath that stick. Still set, so just wanted to make sure. We're going to leave it set tonight. But we're tripping a lot today because we're not going to be able to check them for a few days. But I'm leaving a few set too because I'll be able to check them again in the morning, and then we'll go from there. But that pipe down here, guys, them snares have been set and standing the entire time, so nothing used that pipe as a crossing. Now we know without a doubt that those animals are using that pipe as a crossing, because we've seen on two different occasions we've seen animal tracks going across it. One was back late summer, and then right at the very first start of season we see some tracks going across it, so we know those animals were using it. But since we put that cable on it and those snares, nothing's been across it because the snares hadn't even been knocked over. So I'm gonna leave them set another night, and then I'll leave them hanging there, and we'll decide when we get back if we want to set them back and try to pick something up or not. I really was excited about that, wanted to catch something at it, so I probably will. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna make my round around this lake and get what sets are left out here checked, and if there's anything, I'll show you guys. All right, guys, it's Thursday morning. We're making our rounds. I've got all the traps either tripped or pulled this morning, and this will be our last day running traps for a little while. But this long spring we got here between these two little logs in this path is tripped this morning, and then we step right over here, and this first blind set we've got here, and this 1.5 is tripped as well right there. Let's step right on over here and check this. All right, there it is, guys. Look at there, got us an otter down there. So that otter come out of that lake, and we missed him in them first two traps, but we got him right here with his TS-85. So good deal. Just had it planted right here in the edge of the water, and it picked him up. So good deal. Step up here and grab the pistol. All right, guys, had to wait to pick up an otter here at this spot, but finally got it done. Not just a huge one. All right, guys, I'm gonna get him taken care of and get on moving around. All right, guys, we just tossed this trap over here behind these trees off the edge. This is a spot we're gonna get set back. Whenever we get back to going again, we'll set all this area back up. We'll just toss this one right over here, take a little bit of this grass and stuff and just kind of cover it up. There we go, guys. There's some tracks where they come up. May have had another one here that we missed. We'll get on around here and check these other tracks. Maybe we got one in one of those. All right, guys, now that we picked that otter up, I kind of hate pulling all these traps yesterday. Sometimes you gotta wait a while for them otters. I don't know, their loops are 2-3 weeks long before they'll come back through. But I did leave this one trap right here in this tunnel, and it's still set. It's 3:30. The rest of these I've already pulled out of here the last couple of days. We're gonna get back over here and reset this. I'm gonna leave this one trap set here in this spot, but for now I'm gonna go ahead and just trip it. We're just going to set the safeties on it, guys. Reach in here and trip it. There we go. We're just going to throw it right down there in the water. We'll leave this trap here, and then once we get back over here, we'll get it set back. I head on over that other farm where we got the coyote at yesterday, and See if maybe we pick something else up over there. All right, guys, looking over here, I'm not seeing a stick sticking up. Right there's my rod. I think I can feel that mechanism right down here with my foot. Yep, it's still right there. Trap's still here, guys. Still set. We're gonna go ahead and trip it. Leave it laying here. All right, guys, I'm gonna make my way over here to these traps. I want to get them tripped. We're just gonna grab us a little walking staff to go with us. Ease across the top of this dam. The water's coming up. It made it too high for my boots. The other day I just walked right across in front of that dam. It's not going to happen today. So we're just going to real carefully see if we can get over here to these sets. Just going to go ahead and go all the way over here to this other side, guys. And I staked them up high so we can grab the stank anchor and pull them up from there and not have to get in the water. Look right here, it looks like a, can't really tell 100%. It looks like maybe a fox track right here where a fox come across that dam. We may come down here and getting us some footholds put out. All right, guys, here's our anchor cable. We're just gonna grab it and pull. Not hard to think that trap isn't tripped. We'll go ahead and save the springs, get those safeties on. All right, trip it. Guys, I'm just gonna toss it back in the water. Don't want to lay it up here on the bank, just for the off chance that someone might see it. All right, here's our other trap, guys. Do the same thing here. Pull it up, it's still set too. All right, guys, so that's got everything ready to go for me to take a break for a few days, and then we'll get back and get everything set. Guys, thanks for watching, and if you hadn't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell if you want to know when I get new content out. Share with a friend. If you know somebody starting off trapping that might have questions, you think they'll find my material useful, be sure to send that share out to them, let them know about me. But anyway, guys, thanks again. Thanks for all the support, and we'll see you guys next video.